Hello, guys, and welcome back to Joe's Adventures. And today, another month, another devlog. We have got our Prehistoric Kingdom monthly devlog coming. This is going to be devlog 40 for June 2021. So I'm really excited for this. We all know Prehistoric Kingdom is one of our most hyped games, so this one's going to be a little bit shorter than last month, but still some really interesting stuff behind the scenes to look at and go through. So it's really cool to see what they've got here. So let's get stuck into it. So look at this wonderful picture of the animal coming up. So welcome to June's development update. We are steadily moving towards the beta release with a feeling of anticipation growing within the team. So that's really cool. Many of the gameplay systems required to move the game forward is coming together, so it's a very exciting time to be working on this project. Getting me hyped already. So while there's no set beta release date we can share at the moment, we can give you an insight to our process as we approach this next milestone. Other than obviously completing the gameplay systems we started, the main goals for these coming months include complementing a large volume of art assets such as animal animations, buildings, modular structures, etc., as well as balancing the core gameplay loop. The second objective is especially important since gameplay is built from a multitude of interconnected moving parts. As a team, this is our first time tackling such a complex task, and we want to take the necessary time needed to make the player experience enjoyable. So that's really, really cool. So with that said, let's take a dive into this month's development progress. So let's have a look at this really nice picture of Warpath while we wait. I really love these shelters that he did. It really feels like, like Safari Zoo type. This looks really nice. Little monolith there, little feeder. Did a good job. I really like this. Awesome. Keep it up. So, state of development. June had a large focus on background work and optimization, but it also allowed us to work on a bunch of new and exciting features for the game. So first up, object recoloring. This is something we've been trying to build a robust framework for, and it's coming along well. While the system isn't quite ready enough to be properly shown off, we're excited to confirm that many objects in Prehistoric Kingdom will be fully recolorable, with some even having multicolor choices for their patterns. We're hoping to give a more in-depth look into this colorful beast of a system in July's devlog, so hang tight. So this is just a little teaser for what's to come, and we can see the wonderful colors. Look at that, it's such a nice red, blue, really nice set of colors. Really did a good job with that. So yeah, not much to say on this right now, but we're going to keep tuned for July, which I will of course bring you guys, so that's awesome. So next up, music. Our dynamic music system is a first for Prehistoric Kingdom and allows us to contextually pick or manipulate tracks using data driven by players and the state of their park. It's really quite powerful, and we're looking forward to getting the most out of it, so that's really cool. So a lot of games have that where if there's something dramatic happened, there'll be dramatic music, things like that. So that's really, really cool. And finally, the team took a look at optimizing various parts of the game. Modular pieces are now instated, like painted forests, no instanced, I believe. Though more testing is required to see how much of an improvement it could be, selection graphics have been reworked, allowing us to bring back effects like object highlights without affecting performance. Overall, these changes could be quite beneficial for larger parks and actions like selecting big modular groups, so that's really, really cool. And you can see the updates. We're moving to alpha beta. Look at that. Power management, all sorts of things, so we'll get stuck into that. So development highlights. So we got power and building management. Electric power is one of the main cornerstones of modern civilization. This rings especially true in Prehistoric Kingdom, unless you plan on escaped carnivores being a part of the tour experience, which, as we all know, Jurassic Park inadvertently had that as a plan, but we don't want to repeat those mistakes, do we? So let's get look at it. With the importance of this mechanic being so high, we spent a better part of June introducing new electrifying details to the power system. So power generators are now capable of failing on their own, requiring a reboot to get them running again. The chance of turning off is based on a failure rate influenced by the type of generator, its effective range, and structural integrity. Using the new selection graphics, the visuals of our power range and network have been significantly improved on since the alpha, so that looks pretty much nicer. So it looks much better, looks round and looks nice, much better. So you can see it can be manipulated by the players. They can be bigger and smaller, so you can make it really big or really small, or just leave it up to you. That's the player's choice. And similarly, all infrastructure and guest facilities take damage over time. Once an initial... Okay. Once an initial warranty period has expired, they've been susceptible to age and, of course, various weather conditions. So here's a really cool picture. You can see this middle of a rainstorm. Not fun. We can see this cool mesh fence here and some nice plants. But yeah, that wear and tear is going to be something to maintain. I think the idea of maintaining things is going to be a big thing for Prehistoric Kingdom, which is really cool. Adds more gameplay. So as a building structural integrity falls, its monthly upkeep increases until the building eventually shuts down. Occasionally checking up on your park and looking for buildings that need a repair will keep the cost lower and your guests satisfied for longer. So that's something you need to keep an eye on. Always make sure your plants are running, plants, your buildings, and your other plants like power plants. Make sure everything's running as good as it can be. You shouldn't have any problems. Always give you something to do. And now we've got day-night cycle and weather. So as night falls, the park springs anew, illuminating the paths and boulevards. Lights activate across the zoo to bring another dimension of life to your prehistoric kingdom. So look at that. We've got a nighttime, all these wonderful lights. We can see the information. TRS Cafe, Pato Apparel. Really, really nice. I just love how nice these little pavilions and stuff are. So you can see another one. A really nice light there. Staff only. Keep out. Here we have the toilets. Is she wearing headphones? Looks like she's wearing headphones. Or just got hair. It's really beautiful. Here we more. Pato Apparel. So we can see the lights coming in and the lights. All sorts of ambient lights. That's really, really cool. And we got one with our wonderful Nasutoceratops. Let me click it weirdly. Weird. So that's a really nice one. Get to see the lights so you can see the animals at night. That's awesome. So it's more of just a pretty looking fluff though, however. Both nighttime and the now implemented weather system reduce the effectiveness of basic power solutions. So solar panels and wind turbines are less ideal than ideal depending on the availability of sunlight or during strong rainstorms. So weather patterns change on a monthly basis, offering unique alterations to both visual aesthetics and management conditions. Over the course of an in-game year, players can discover a seasonal variation on their chosen map. Wet and dry seasons provide tropical locales with a distantly damp flair, while cold environments see chilling drops in temperatures, of course. So we're gonna be all across the world, so we're gonna experience a lot of different seasons and weathers. So that's really cool. So we can see this is a transition. So this is sped up, but we can see we're going from a nice sunny day to a bit of a storm here. That's not fun, but it looks really nice. So this is this is sped up, of course, so it's not going to be as fast in the game. And then see here, so it's the same in the night, day, night. See, day, night again. You can see the change in the clouds. This is not cloudy, a little bit foggy, but you can see the wonderful stars in the sky. That looks awesome. So a nice clear night would be really nice to enjoy in Prehistoric Kingdom. This one's a little bit more cloudy. This one's a little bit more foggy. You can see really dark clouds ready to give some rain off. You can see it at night too. And then here's it raining. So that looks really awesome. Really cool to get some more weather in the game. So this is simply a first look at some of the weather options coming to the game, and I hope you're excited to see how it improves in the future. Me too. I'm really excited to see how weather goes, because weather's going to be such a big thing in managing the park. You're going to have to deal with storms, you're going to have to deal with all sorts of different things, because you're out in nature. Nature doesn't like being nice. So that's what zoos have to deal with in real life too. And you've got dinosaurs, so that's an extra worry on top of that. So yeah, I'm quite excited to play around with that system. That's going to be cool. And now we've got the structure showcase. So to help brighten up your park at night, we've added over 20 modern lights to the game. With options suitable for ceilings, floors, walls, and the outdoors, park managers can flex their creative muscles in a huge number of ways. So you can see this is the wall design that we've got here. Lots of interesting different lights. So it looks like normal. And then we can see these lamppost designs. See, I really like these, are the slicker ones. Look very like realistic. I like these, very nice. Especially for a place like a zoo or a theme park, very fits that style. Ceiling designs, oh, I like these. That's awesome. I like these a lot. I'm going to be putting these in a lot of indoor like sheds and stuff like that. That's going to be cool. And I like how it's very functional as well. So ground designs and model lights. So we can see these little ones here that'll be really good for areas that you just want to illuminate, paths and things like that. Nothing too huge. So just really all the options you want, they're here. So that's really cool. So we've made sure to offer varying degrees of design complexity so that users can more easily create custom light fixtures using the modular building system. And yes, they're all recolorable. So that's awesome. So we can make these all sorts of different colors to help fit the game. Love it. Likey, likey, lovey. And now we've got the animal showcase. So coming to the beta is the majestic Camarasaurus, arriving with all 3 alternate species. Though this animal is smaller than some of its Jurassic cousins, we think this creature will quickly become a staple sauropods for parks in the future. And we can see some of the slight updates there. God, that looks awesome. I love it. You can see slight updates. A little update to the skin, some slight model updates. We can see the claws. Look at those claws. And we can see dew claws there, still pretty good. Really nice. I feel like that one needed less of an update, but we still got a really nice update coming from this guy. I think he got a good glow up. Not necessarily as big as the glow up from other animals, but a really nice glow up indeed. Because I didn't think he needed that big of a glow up, but now he looks great. Implying he did look great in the first place. And look at this wonderful skin. I really like this skin. The skin came out really nice. I like the black going into the body. A really nice basic skin, and probably the most realistic skin out of a lot. So really excited to see what comes of this guy. So the 3 species here are Lentus, Gratus, and Supremus, which I believe, I don't really have the information on me now, but they are kind of the largest, so smallest to largest. And that's believed to be as time went through the Morrison, because the Morrison formation takes place, I believe, over about 10 to 12 million years. So you can see over time they get larger, and that's kind of just like an ontogenetic, oogenetic series, so they evolved into each other. I believe that's kind of what's believed, but taxonomy is weird, and they may be the same species just getting larger over time. I'm not going to compliment too much because I'm not too informed on that exactly, but I think it's really cool that they added such variation, and it's a good excuse to add some cool variation to the animals. Mainly just size variation, but there are some small differences. And the team's made some adjustments to the animals since it was last shown off, so you can see the better facial animal. You can see the teeth look much better now. They're like 3D. And you can see slightly better claws. Just little touch-ups. They make much better. Tweaks to the sculpt and revised skins make this Morrison giant the best it can be. And it really is. You'd never disappoint me with a Prehistoric Kingdom animal. They look so incredible. This just screams real animal to me. Like, if you were to show me... If I was to envision a Camarasaurus in my mind, it'd be PK's, because it just feels like a realistic animal, and I love it. I really do love it. And we got the community spotlights, so that's a good place to end on. So this is by Jackasaur, my good friend Jackasaur. Working on that, we obviously won't show the videos. We got Estan Wolf. I love Estan Wolf. I like his Planet Zoo builds. We have got his Prehistoric Kingdom Canyon Speed build. That's pretty cool. And we have got, this is by Jurassic Smashed, a really nice quad long skin. I'm really a big fan of this. I like the banding on the tail, and I like the contrast of the body. I think this came out really nicely. Maybe a little bit too busy, but I think overall it looks quite nice. So yeah, this is a good place to end it now. So thank you for reading June's devlog. We hope you enjoyed this month's report, and we're just as excited as us for the next release. Should all go well, we'll be ready to announce the beta launch in either of the 2 next devlogs, so July, August, so that's very likely that's when they'll be announced. So keep those beady eyes peeled. So that's awesome. So until next time, the PK team. So this wasn't quite big as last month, but this was a really nice devlog going into more depths of different systems they're working on. So showing us off before teasing us with the beta and some new updates. So of course, if you want to follow these guys, you can join Discord, all that, all these little links there. I'll leave the link to all the links in the description. so you can go see them. So yeah, I'm gonna end it now. So I really, really, really hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys like and subscribe. Always remember to click that little bell icon on the bottom to get notified whenever I upload anything. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like and subscribe, and bye bye.